What's going on YouTube? It's your boy camATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. Shout out to everybody watching this video right now. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you comment anything down in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving. It's time to get right back to work on this Friday slate. We have a nice, juicy size slate, so it's time to get straight into it. I'm not going to keep up too much of your time. As you can see on the screen, I have the 5 guys in. Now let's go through and talk about why. Starting off at point guard, Moran is at home in Memphis. He's only 7'4", and he has been balling lately. Now, the issue with him in the beginning of the year is his minutes were really inconsistent. He'd get 30 minutes and then 23 minutes and then 25 minutes and then over 30 minutes and then back to 20 minutes. Like, his minutes were not consistent. Lately, it seems like they are determined to get him 30 or more minutes every single game. And when they give him that amount of time when this kid is on the court, he can put up a ton of points. Okay, he throws up a ton of field goal attempts, and he dishes out a ton of assists. So he's a double threat at any moment, and he can put up a ton of points in the scoring category because of the amount of shots that he takes. And against this Utah squad, Utah has given it up to point guards this year. So this is a fantastic matchup for Moran, and I really like him at home in Memphis going against a team who gives it up a ton of point guards at only 7'4". And like I said, he's been getting that 30 or more minutes every single game now. His minutes have been more consistent, so Morant's a great option. Next up, Jrue Holiday. He showed up in that matchup against his old teammate Anthony Davis in their last matchup, but regardless of how big he went in that last game, the fact of the matter is Jrue Holiday was one of the more consistent players in DFS all season last season. This dude is a literal 40 floor. There's very rare occasions you're going to get under 40 out of him. Okay, and at this price tag of 7-8, a guy who's got that 45 plus, 50 plus type of potential here, especially against OKC, who has struggled really badly against guards, I really think this is a great spot for Jrue Holiday. OKC has done solid against big men down low, but they have struggled against guards. So this is a great spot for Jrue Holiday in this matchup at only 7-8. And like I said, this dude pretty much for the last few years has had about a floor of a 40 when it comes to DFS. Next up, Jonathan Isaac. Aaron Gordon and Vooch are both still out for Orlando. Aaron Gordon is doubtful. Obviously, keep an eye on that. See if he ends up getting questionable and moving up to probable. Maybe he starts feeling better during warmups or something like that, or shoot around. But either way, I'm expecting him to miss. And with both of those big men out, Jonathan Isaac has been balling. And this dude has crazy upside. He's at home in Orlando and only 6'9", going against a Toronto team that he's scored 45 DraftKings points against in both times he's faced them this year. So he has proven that he can handle this Toronto team down low, and he's done a fantastic job against them. And now this game, he's without Aaron Gordon and Vooch, two big-time guys on this Orlando team, big usage guys. So expect Isaac to go off here, and at 6'9", I really love him at home. And then Sabonis at home in Indianapolis going against Atlanta. Now, we all know Atlanta's a very fast-paced team, throws up a ton of shots. That's always good for DFS purposes. But now with John Collins out, they don't have a rim protector. They're struggling down low against big men. And that's exactly where Sabonis likes to live. The dude stays right around those little mid-range shots. He likes to stay right in front of that free throw line. He's a good three-point shooter too, but he's money from inside. And against Atlanta, that's really going to be super easy for him to score inside. And I can see him easily falling into 45 or more here. And at 7-9, his price is just a little too low in this matchup against Atlanta. And I do expect this game to stay close. Last but not least, Isaiah Thomas. Now, this is just kind of a value play. Obviously, you can go Korkmaz too, who should get the start, seeing that Josh Richardson's going to miss and Al Horford's also going to miss. Embiid is also a great play, but I wanted to make sure I give y'all plenty of money, so I just went ahead and used the value for this last spot. But Isaiah Thomas for Washington. Washington, surprisingly, even though they don't have a ton of firepower on this offense, they've been putting up a ton of points this year. And every game they've been in seems to be very high scoring. Now, LA's defense has been solid, but at the end of the day, at only 4-2, I can easily see, I see a floor of 5x out of Thomas here. Thomas is a guy who puts up a ton of attempts. He's going to take a lot of shots, and if he happens to get hot, he's going to exceed value easily, drop 30 or more. But I see a floor of 5x in this matchup for Isaiah Thomas. He's been in the starting lineup solid matchup here. So I really like Isaiah Thomas at 4-2. And like I said, I'm seeing 25 plus out of him here in this matchup. And that's really all we need at that price tag of 4-2. And that's it. Ja Morant, Drew Holiday, Jonathan Isaac, Sabonis, and Isaiah Thomas is the high five. Thank you guys for joining me as always. I hope you kill it. Greenlightdfs.com to join the squad.